Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I wanted to pop in and share this message. I was talking to my wife earlier, and it's kind of another situation that's almost like a pandemic in itself, and that is the way women are feeling so desperate for love and so desperate for marriage, to the point that there's so much cattiness and there's so much jealousy. And if you're a woman listening to this, I'm telling you, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, and it's ruining your chances of attracting a whole, healthy, sane, productive man. When you give into desperation, when you give into competition, when you start setting dates for your life, don't set dates for your life. Like, sometimes life happens, and a lot of times people say, oh, well, that's easy for somebody who married to say. That's easy for a woman who married to say. When me and my wife got married, she wasn't ready to get married. That wasn't the time she wanted to be married. When she got pregnant, she wasn't ready to be pregnant. She didn't plan that pregnancy. It literally happened out of just ignorance, just not being prepared by her parents for a relationship, for unprotected sex. It literally was ignorance. And the thing is I saw that and I knew that. And I knew she didn't know, but I was a grown boy. And so a lot of times women look at other women who married and got kids and got this family and don't realize that a lot of those women sacrifice something. A lot of those women sacrifice their dreams. They sacrifice the opportunity to live in a big city like New York or LA and Miami and work a cool job in a high-rise building and travel the world with their girlfriends and not have the responsibility of kids. Most of the women who got pregnant at 19, 20 years old, they were doing what they thought they were supposed to do in a relationship and not considering the consequences. And then when they got pregnant and they had children or they got married, they made the best of it. But it's a lot of women who looking and jealous and competing and turning it into the Hunger Games. And I'm telling you, you gotta be able to keep the enthusiasm, because the thing we prey on when we are grown boys, and when I met my wife, I was a grown boy, and I can admit that, and to God be the glory, I changed my life and we turned it around. But I was a grown boy. I was out looking, trying to find an advantage. And the thing that we prey on as grown boys, when we're a grown boy, we prey on naivete. We prey on gullibleness. We prey on desperation, frustration, loneliness. And different men have different angles. For one man, it's get into the bedroom. For another man, it's to get some money from you. For another man, it's to get somewhere to live, have a place to stay. Like, different men do it for different reasons. For another man, it's to use you as a pawn to make his ex jealous so that he can get her back. It's different reasons. So you have to make sure you sit down with yourself and you really say, am I desperate? Am I lonely? Am I frustrated? Am I questioning myself? Am I questioning the universe? Am I questioning God? Am I feeling sorry for myself? And if the answer is yes to any of those things, you then got to create a plan, create a system to where you start to rewire your brain. You got to write down affirmations that say, I am enough, I am whole, I am happy, I am loved. I am peaceful. My life is happening on the timeline that it is supposed to be on. You got to write this stuff down. You got to read it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got to get it in your spirit so that when you go into a relationship, when you meet somebody and you start dating, you're not kissing on the first date, catching mono. You're not getting in the bed with this man, to sleep with this man in the first month. You're not letting him grab handful of booty in the first month. You're not spending the night. You're not posting him on your social media in the first 6 months. You're not doing things out of desperation and frustration, trying to get something. Because you're tired of waiting, you're tired of being lonely, you're tired of not having you nobody, but instead what you're doing is you working on yourself. You loving yourself. You doing what you need to do for you. You taking time out for you. And you working on you. You loving you. And that's what you doing. And listen to me. When you do this and you lock in and you focus, guess what? When you meet the right one, when you meet the man, and this could be tomorrow, your chances will be higher. Because as men, we want who don't want us. What I mean by that is, as men, we want a challenge. This not saying play mind games. This ain't saying play mind games. What it mean is, don't be so easy. Don't just be laying down and you just easy. Don't just be in a situation where a man just can get you in the bed, can be tongue kissing you, can be grabbing on booty, to where your body belongs to you. He is a stranger, and he is treated like a stranger until you know him. And then he treated like an associate until he is a friend. And then he's treated like a friend until he is a lover. And it's stages to this. It's a process for this. And you got to take your time and you got to go through this slowly. And you cannot be in a rush. You cannot be desperate. Because see, with people, fast is slow. And slow is fast. You can't be effective and efficient with people. You do that on an assembly line in a factory. With people, you got to take your time to make sure you know him. So understand that. This is Tony Gaskin. God bless you. We'll talk soon.